Hello everyone, welcome to this channel Code Like Coder. In this video we are going to discuss about the list data structure. In earlier video we have covered all the points about the string. So list data structure is nothing but if we want to represent a group of individual objects as a single entity where insertion order is preserved and duplicates are allowed, then we should go for list. So only few points here I just want to highlight. One is individual object as a single entities. That means suppose we have a list and we have few objects. So these are the objects and we are treating it is the combination of few objects and whole thing we are treating as a single entities like single group. So this is the meaning of this point. And one more point is uh, insertion order is preserved. That means the order in which order we have insert element to a list, it will preserve same order. Suppose I will add one more entities like 6. Let me print this one here. If I am adding one more entities 6, one more object 6, so it will come same like which order we have inserted to a list, it will print same. So and last point is duplicates are allowed. So duplicate in the sense, suppose I have created one list 1 2 3, again I like again I inserted 2, then 3, then 1. So here duplicate objects also allowed in the list. So 3 points is there about the list. One is individual object we are treating as a single entity. Second one is insertion order is preserved. Third is duplicates is allowed. So next point is list is a dynamic type. Dynamic type. What does mean? That means if whenever we want we can add a object to a list, or whenever we want we can remove the object from a list. Suppose this is one list. If we want to add one more item to a list, that is also possible. If we want to remove also from a list, that is also possible. Addition or remove is possible. Okay, so this is four most important point about the list. So next point is indexing. Index concept in a list. So I just designed one thing in our here. So this is one list I have created. In that list, so here this is 10 20 A B 30 and C. So here it is the mixture of integer and string data types. Okay, so here so there is two kind of indexing is there. One is positive indexing and one is negative indexing. In positive indexing we are going from left to right and default value is 0. Okay, left to right and default value is 0. In negative indexing we are moving from right to left and default value is -1. Okay, so suppose here if I want to access, like this one is my positive index 0 1 2 3 4, this one my positive index and we are moving from left to right. Suppose in this case I want to access the item 20 which is having positive index 1 and negative index -5. If I will print like this, if I'll print 1 1, then it will show the result of 20. Let's verify this one. let's verify this one. Let me open my command prompt. Okay, and let me go to Python terminal and let me create my first list always enclose with square bracket. Okay, I forget to tell that one. So this one and A, B, 30, then C. Okay, so this is my list. So how we can verify this is a list type? Then we have one inbuilt function called type. If we put the L, it will show it is a class of list type of data structure. So now thing is now comes to here. Now suppose I want to print a value. How we can access a? So we can get a is present in the index of 2 positive index and in negative index minus 4. Negative index minus 4. Then if I put like this, if I put 2, then it will give me the result a. Okay, and even if in negative index if I'll put minus 4, then also I will get a only. Same way, if I want to access the item 20 in positive index, I can write like this 1 because the item 20 present in the positive index 1 and also it is present in the negative index minus 5. So here we'll get the 20. If in negative index I just want to verify this way, okay, then also it is 20. So there is two way to access the element from a list. One is positive index and one is negative index. So we are clear about indexing part, right? So I just summarized here. Indexing are of two types. One is positive index and one is negative index. Okay, so negative index. In positive index we are moving from left to right and default value is 0. Default in the sense like starting value is 0. Okay, same way in the negative index we are moving from right to left and starting value is minus 1. Okay, so in this way we are accessing the list. I just copy this thing from my notepad and like from my Python terminal I will paste here. Okay, this is about the indexing. And next important point is how we can creation of a list. Okay, so suppose I will give you few scenarios. Suppose we don't know the any item but we just need to create a empty list. Okay, so in that case we can just use L equals to just square bracket start and end. Now if I'll print the type of L, if I will print type of L, then it will show it is a list type. Let's verify this point first. So the first situation is we don't know the item, we just created the empty list. Now I print the type of a list and it is a list type. Okay, and let's move to the next point. So next is we know the item. If we know the item, then in that case we just need to create one. Suppose item is from 1 to 5. Okay, so this is the second case. We can create the list. Okay, so let's comes to our Python terminal. L equals to square bracket start end. Yes. Okay, and type of L is list. Okay, this is the second situation. The third situation is okay. Third situation is, suppose we help of list function. So list function, it is one inbuilt method present in the Python. So in that case, suppose we have one string that is Python. So we want to make this thing to a list type. So in this case, we can simply write L equals to list of S. So in this case, all the element inside the Python, like all the element in our variable is, it will split and it will create one list item. Okay, so comes to Python terminal here, and let me create one variable, suppose Python. Okay, and let me convert to a list type. Okay, list, and inside the list function I will create S. If I'm printing L, now it will come like this. All the elements, like all the individual character will split and it will create individual object in a list. You got it right? So this is one kind of situation. We can create the list in this way. Okay, so this is one. And fourth is with help of range function. So range also one kind of inbuilt function. Range also one kind of inbuilt function present in our Python. So in the range we are generally giving three parameter. Third one is optional one. We can mainly giving the two parameter. One is the starting parameter. Suppose we want to, from where we want to start. I want to start from 1 to 10 number. Okay, so this is one is starting number, and this one is target, like ending. The starting number starting with 1, it will include 1, but in the end means 10, it will go up to 9th position, target minus 1. Okay, so if I'll write like this, then what it will do, it will consider all the item from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 9. It will not consider 10. So same way, just I need to give this function. Okay, like this. Okay, let's comes to Python terminal here. L equals to list of range of 1 to 10. So what it will do, it will create a list which consists of element from 1 to 9. It will not consider 10, but it will include 1. Okay, so this is the fourth situation. Fifth is use of split function. Okay, so by using split function also we can create one list. Suppose split function generally we are using if we are converting from a list data types to a sorry, from string data types to a list data type. Suppose here Python is a Python is easy to learn. Okay, in this way, if we want to convert this thing to a list first item will be this one, Python. Second item is empty. Third item is, and internally what split function will do, it will split all the words and it will create a list. Okay, then comes to Python terminal, will verify this one as well. Okay, let's copy it properly and let me paste here. Okay, now we created S. Now let me create L equals to is dot split. Okay, L dot split. Now if I'll print s, it will give me the result like this, and if I'll print the type of L, it will show it is a list type of data. You got it right? So this is the four way of creating a list. So as of now, we have covered like what is list. List is nothing but it is a group of individual object, and where insertion order also preserved and duplicates also allowed, and it is a dynamic type of data type. And second thing, we have covered indexing. There are two type of index, one is positive index and another is negative index. In positive index we are moving from left to right, and negative index we are moving from right to left. And one more thing is, in positive index we are starting with 0, 1, 2 like this, and in negative index we are starting with -1, -2, -3 like this. Okay, and next point is creation of a list. So generally there is few situation is there, like suppose one is, if we don't know the item, we just need to create an empty list. So directly we can create like this. And also second situation is, we know the item and we can create like this directly. And also we can use the function, one inbuilt function list, and also we can use the range function also. And one last method is there, split. So this is the various way where we can through which we can create a list. That's it in this video. Kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. Stay with me for upcoming videos. Thank you.